Hello, guys, and welcome to Seve Talk, my monthly podcast. I am Séverine Tamborero, professional tennis coach, author, and a creative thinker. On this podcast, we will be talking about life, sports, business, and much more with my very special guests. Join me every month at coachseve.com or on my Facebook page for the first season of Seve Talk. Hello, everybody. We meet again. As I promised in the previous podcast, we will be discussing the impact of the environment on the performance. Okay, I need to be more specific. When I told my best friend that it was my topic for this month, she thought I would be talking about plastic bottles. So funny. I explained that it was about how you can create a positive environment which leads to success. Then she understood what I meant. So today I'm going to discuss what can we as coaches, leaders, do to influence and inspire players. These days, a lot of words like inspire, leadership, courage, and passion are used, but the meaning of the words are lost. Do you really know what inspire means? If you don't know the meaning, how can you inspire people? It means that people are willing to follow you and commit to your ideas, your values. They trust you because they want to, not because they have to. So why do kids play sports? Oh yes, it's to have fun. In sports and business, we need to create an environment that will help everybody to succeed and become their best self. The kids, like the employees, want to have fun. They want to feel safe, heard, and work with someone that they can trust. When you lead, what do you want to be remembered for? The medals? The championships? For me, it's about the relationships. It's about building great human beings before developing amazing athletes. It's about kids being happy and parents being proud of them. Their accomplishments are the final results. I remember when I took over an academy, I met amazing kids and coaches. One player was very shy and did not talk a lot, but he was very good. 2 weeks into the job, after a training session, he comes to me and says, "When are you leaving?" I replied, "What do you mean?" He replied, "Every time that I like a coach, they leave." What can you say to that? This young player was telling me that what I was doing was special and that he wanted me to stick around. That is why I do what I do. People's perception of fun is very interesting. They think that you can't be at your best or exceed expectations when you have fun. I'm always amazed by the contradiction of what I hear in sports. Have fun, but remember, we canceled our vacations to be here. Enjoy yourself today, but I hope what we worked on all week will pay off. We want to believe that fun is important, but we don't act on it. One day, a parent decides to take a lesson with me. After the hour, she was exhausted. She told me, "Sev, thank you for the lesson. It was so fun and so hard at the same time." I told her that it was exactly what I was trying to achieve with the kids, the balance of fun and being rigorous. A few years ago, I was coaching on the outside courts near a soccer field. That morning, a soccer coach came on the field with all his players and started the practice. I heard the coach yelling at his team, "What is that? What are you guys doing? Do you think I woke up this early to have you messing up the practice and not giving 100%? You better change or I will leave and you will practice by yourself. You don't deserve me." The kids looked miserable. The coach was using fear to motivate them. I told my player, "He is crazy." He replied to me, "He is a great coach. He is on top of his players and wants them to respect him." So the perception is that yelling and screaming is there for respect. A lot of coaches drive their players by fear. They scream and they yell at them. Consider what people would say if a female coach did the same thing. Well, I'll come back to that in another podcast. People want to belong. They will exceed expectations not because you create fear, but because they believe and they trust that you would have their best interests at heart. I was talking recently to an Olympian father from a different sport, and he was telling me how he still has nightmares from when his daughter was competing. She was talking to him a lot because she felt that the coach was not treating her well. He was negative and not supportive. The coach told her that she will not be selected for events if she did not get better results. At the time, he told his daughter that it was okay for the coach to be tough because he thought that showed that he cared. Today, he is still filled with sadness because he knows that the environment she was in was not good and that it should always have been about fun and not about the performance. But can we have fun and still want to win a medal at the Olympics or a Grand Slam in tennis? We still have the perception that we need to suffer to be good. We think that fun and being rigorous don't go together. When are you most productive? For me, it's when I have fun and do what I love. People are the same. As I have said previously, we are the ones that will create and dictate the environment for our players. You also need parents and players to trust you in the process, and that takes work. In an environment of fun and rigor, a coach will then be able to influence these important factors: autonomy, confidence, and motivation. Give kids an environment where they can grow. How? By giving them a chance to have success and to experience failure. Think outside the box. Be creative. Give a sense of purpose to your players, influence their hearts and their minds. Create autonomy, give them the power of knowledge and the tools to achieve their goals. Respect is also part of the environment that you want to create. I'm always amazed that coaches and parents expect to have respect around them when they can't even do that themselves. You need to lead by example. A good example of this was my visit to the soccer academy of the MLS Impact team in Montreal. I was meeting Philippe, the development director of the academy, and one of his coaches. Antoine showed me around, and on our way to Philippe's office, we had to walk through the field. The under 16 players had just finished their practice and they were stretching. We were walking around, and on our way by the players, they all stood up, and in line, they came towards me and the other coach to shake our hands. Why? Just to say hello. So imagine my face when you have 20 16-year-old boys saying hello to you. Kids that you don't even know. I knew at that moment I was entering in a culture of respect. Philippe and Antoine later explained that for them, respect was an important value at the academy, and it's a culture nourished every day with their younger and older players. I have to tell you that they lead by example. I had an entire list for you about how to create a successful environment. But before finalizing this podcast, I received an email from a parent that changed everything. That parent thanked me for what I do and said, "Thank you for your knowledge, kindness, and respect." Based on what she said, I think these words can better replace any list I could have given you. So be knowledgeable, be kind, and be respectful. You have to win your players' hearts before their minds. Lead by example, show the way, and identify your values and let them dictate your decisions. Here is a little phrase for you this month by Charles Emmeling. Life is too short to be miserable. My partnership with Stingray did not come by chance. Music gives us the tools to go places, to express ourselves. It creates an environment for us to feel or think or be what we want or need. So this month I am making an exception. I am giving you 2 songs. Runaway by Real McCoy and Limbo by Daddy Yankee. The former brings back great memories and make me happy, and the latter is simply make me want to get up and dance. I hope you enjoyed this month's podcast. If you have any questions, comments, or you have a team that you would like to hear about, go to coachseve.com and share with me what you think. Thank you guys for listening and being part of the Seve Talk community. Until the next time, Seve's out.